G'day, it's Phil here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking through $1 coins again, looking for commemorative coins, rare coins, and coins worth more than face value. Now, as you might be able to see up at the back here, I've got some Armor Guard and Prosegur rolls. So it's a bit of an extra hunt roll this week. I've got extra $1 rolls. I've got rolls from both Prosegur and Armor Guard. I've got my collection books here. But really, I want to try and smash out a few more of these Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 3 coins. So I've got a little bit of extra $1, and I'm going to try to do that for the next 2 or 3 weeks because I want to try and get some more Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 1s. Not to say that if I don't find the any of the 4 that go into this book here at the end, the changeover, the Qantas and the A and the S coin, will still go in there, but this time I want to do extra $1 hunts, and I'm trying to try and get Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 3s. Now I'm going to pull in a little bit, and I'm going to be doing it a little bit different this time. I'm definitely going to be going through all the coins, but I want to go through not just the reverses like I usually do. I want to go through each coin sort of individually, relatively quickly, but I don't want to have to go through it second time. So I'm going to try and pull in enough that the coin is quite large in the viewfinder, and I can look at both the coin and the obverse and the reverse, looking for cards and also looking for years of low mintage. Here we've got our first commemorative coin. So I'm going to put these off to the side. They're not going to fill up the screen. This is a 2009 100th anniversary of the Commonwealth age pension. But I'm really looking to go through these relatively quickly, but not as quickly as I usually do. It's to 2005 Dancing Man, International Year of... Not International Year, 60th anniversary of the end of World War II. There's a 2001. That'll be something. That is a Centenary of Federation, and we'll check that one again for rotation error. No, that's fine. So I wanted to do that this time because I want to show you not only that I do check through each one, but also because I've got significantly more coins than I usually have, it would take me double the time to get through all of those for the checking of the dates and for the cards and errors. So there's a 1999 International Year of Older Persons, and I think that was a Prosegur roll, so we'll crack open an Armor Guard roll, see how we go there. I won't necessarily try and go backwards and forwards between the two, and because I'm not putting them anywhere where I can show you the differences between them. So generally when I'm flicking through, I'm looking for the dates. Obviously I'm looking for dates from 1987, 89, 1990, 91, 2007 and 2012, which is the years where there were no mob of roos issued for circulation. So I'm looking at the dates, but I'm also looking at the reverses on the mob of roos for any errors or cuts. So I'm looking up around the top of the coin, usually for the backpack, spew rabbit ears. You can also look down at the one down the bottom here for errors where there's a die chip. Also looking for coins from 2000 with a mule error where the obverse die was the wrong die used. We've got a 2002 Year of the Outback there. So things will go a little bit slower than they would normally go, which is fine up to a point, but I will start speeding things up probably in the next roll, just a little bit. There's a 2005 APEC Australia coin, and then after that a 1993 Landcare Australia coin. Alright, so I might speed things up a little bit now, just trying to get through each individual coin, looking for errors. There's a 2014, and it's a Mob of Ruse, so that will be a keeper, because that is a lower minted Mob of Ruse. It's quite nice. You won't be able to see that, that's off to the side and down the bottom. And here is another, probably 2014 coin. Yes, and this is the 100 Years of Anzac, which is the first in the Anzac series and the highly minted of those. So let's start speeding things up a little bit until we find some more. And we have International Year of Peace from 1986. We have a 1996 Sir Henry Parkes. And here we have the Centenary of Scouting in Australia, 2008. And for the first time today, we have a Sir Charles Kingsford Smith from 1997. And Centenary of Girl Guiding from 2010. That's a very, very shiny 2005. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is fantastic. So shiny compared to what they usually look like, which is like that. That is crazy how good looking that is. I think I'm going to have to put that in a flip. That's magnificent. Was it 2000? Oh, look at that. Look at the size of the rabbit ears on that. That's fantastic. 2000 with the rabbit ears. Alright, now that's a good find. And look, we have a 2022, which will be F for Farmer. Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 3. That's the first one for today. It's fantastic. And we have, for the first time today, Centenary of Women's Suffrage in 2003. and from 2001, an International Year of Volunteers. So another huge rabbit ears up there. That's another, 1998. Okay. This is a APEC Australia that is also in really good condition. That's two that are in pretty good nick. They will definitely have to come out for the wider collection. And there for the first time today we have the 2011 CHOGM, Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Perth, Australia. That's very hard to see that. And there we have, on this 2016 coin, we have small rabbit ears as well. It's a big hunt for rabbit ears, I'll tell you right now. There we have a 2021, so what's that going to be? Great coin hunt number 2, Q for Queen Victoria Market. It's nice. For the first time today, we see the 1988 bicentenary $1 coin. Quite dirty, a bit toned. And also from 2003, Making a Difference, Australia's Volunteers. Oh, look, an L for Lamington from the Go Easy Coin Hunt number 1. It's fantastic. And that brings us on to the last roll. The last roll being an armor guard roll. And as we slowly go through that, hopefully you guys have enjoyed what I've done. I would love you to put in the comments below if you enjoy the slower, more speeded up, less talking sort of hunt. I know I've done a couple of these before, especially with hunts when I couldn't get rolls and I used bags. But I wanted to get an extra amount of dollars this time around. I got $400, 200 of Armor Guard and 200 of Prosegur to see if there was a major difference. But also I know that Tassie Coin Hunter down in Tassie got a significant haul of Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 3 coins from Armor Guard this last week or so. So I was really hoping to repeat that, but hasn't quite come off that way. Although there has been a number of finds, which is great. None for the book, unusually. I thought I might crack a preview marked coin. I'm finding well, certainly here in Melbourne, the preview marked coins are now becoming a little bit harder to find, which is, as I've said, as it should be, with a mintage of 1.5 million. Even though they are like 3 years old now, that you shouldn't be finding them as much as some people have been. Here's a 2021, an M for Milo from the second Great Aussie Coin Hunt. And the last coin is a Mob of Roos, and it's clear. And so I don't have to go through all the mob of roos this time. So let's go through what we found as we found it. So we have a mob of roos from 2014, the lowest minted mob of roos years at just over 1 million. So that's a nice find that'll go into the collection. And then we picked up a couple of errors. Well, mob of roos wise, here is a 2000. I thought it might have a chance at a mule, but when looking at the reverse, we saw rabbit ears above the main rabbit, and it's a very large rabbit ears too. 2 bites of that cherry, so that's very nice. So that'll go into the wider collection. Then we picked up the only Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 3 coin that we did find, which is F for farmer or farmers. So that'll go into the book. And then we picked up another rabbit ears, a quite large rabbit ears from 1998, so an older one, but very similar to the size and complexity of the die chip from the previous one, 2000. So there we have that there, big large rabbit ears from 1998, so that will definitely go into the wider collection. And then we picked up another rabbit ears, but this time on a much nicer looking coin, a much higher grade coin from 2016, but it's only a relatively small rabbit ears, so it's only just started to develop there, the die chip on above the kangaroo's head there, behind his head. So that's fantastic. That's a good find as well. So some older ones and then a nice newish one on high grade. And then we got back into the Great Aussie Coin Hunt. We found a queue for Queen Victoria Market, which is somewhere where I pass by pretty much every day of the week going to work. So that's very nice. We found an L for Lamington, which is one of our hoodoo coins, the last 2 coins in the Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 1. V for Vegemite being the last one, but Lamington's second last. So that'll help out in the wider collection. And we got an M for Milo, the chocolate malted drink from 2021, the Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 2. So not a bad little hunt. Nothing for the book, the actual collection book. But if we pause for a second, we'll pull out and we bring in the Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 3 book. We look at the F for farmers, and we take the F for farmers and we put him in there. So we've got F for farmers. So we've now got 5. 1 on the first page, 1 on the second page, 2 on the third page, and 1 on the last page. So we're finally getting there. As I said, I'm going to try and do more $1 hunts, just big ones, just to try and get some more coins for the Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 3 folder. Hang on a second. Pull back in. And the other I suppose I'll bring up what I threw off to the side now. I threw off 3 really, really nice grade coins. A Centenary Federation 2005 piece and a pretty nice looking 2014 Anzac. So they'll go into the wider collection. That piece coin there, that's going to get flipped. That is going to get put into a flip because that is a magnificent specimen of that coin. But anyway, that's it for the hunt today. Thank you very much for watching. As I know it's a little bit different, probably a little bit longer. There'll be a lot more speeded up sections, but thank you very much. If you like what I do, please think about subscribing. Give me the thumbs up. Leave a comment about what you're finding in your area. Are you finding a lot of Gatch 3 where I don't seem to be finding a lot of Gatch 3? But until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.